Stat fact of the day number one. Did you know since being drafted in 2012, this will be the first year that Russell Wilson and the Seahawks will finish with a losing record? Sports stat fact of the day number two. Did you know the Atlanta Falcons haven't won a game in Atlanta in 389 days? Meanwhile, the Atlanta Braves have played an entire season and won a World Series in that time frame. Sports stat fact number three. Did you know Russell Westbrook's had an NBA record 401 consecutive games with a turnover? The next longest streak is James Harden at 239 games, and it's not active. Sports stat fact number four. Did you know Dak Prescott became the first player in NFL history to throw a touchdown pass to a wide receiver, tight end, running back, and offensive lineman in the same game? Sports stat fact number five. Did you know the Miami Dolphins are the first team in NFL history to have a 7-game losing streak and a 7-game winning streak in the same season? Sports stat fact number six. Did you know John Madden has the highest winning percentage of any head coach in NFL history, minimum 8 years coached, at 759? Sports stat fact number seven. Did you know Tiger Woods has the two longest streaks spent as world's number one golfer at 281 weeks and 264 weeks? And no other golfer has a streak of 100 weeks? Bonus fact, did you know December 30th is both Tiger Woods and LeBron James' birthday? Sports stat fact number eight. Did you know Jim Harbaugh and Kirby Smart are coaching their alma maters in the college football semifinal today? The last coach to win a national championship at his alma mater was Philip Fulmer in 1998 at Tennessee. Sports stat fact number nine. Did you know Notre Dame has lost its last 10 New Year's 6 BCS or college football playoff games? And 21 points marks the largest comeback for Oklahoma State in program history. Sports stat fact number 10. Did you know Jamar Chase is the youngest player in NFL history to have 200 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns in a single game? The only other 21-year-olds in NFL history to have at least 150 yards and 3 touchdowns in a single game are Randy Moss and Jerry Butler. Sports stat fact number 11. Did you know Trayvon Diggs leads the NFL in interceptions with 11? Did you know he also leads the NFL in most yards given up in coverage? Sports stat fact number 12. Did you know Mike Tomlin's had a winning record in each of his first 15 seasons to start his head coaching career, the longest streak in NFL history? Sports stat fact number 13. Did you know since 2008, Alabama's averaged 12 and a half wins a season? In college football, you're only guaranteed 12 games. Sports stat fact number 14. Did you know that at no point in the last 5 seasons have the New York Giants had a winning record? Sports stat fact number 15. Did you know since joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady has thrown 63 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the red zone? No other QB in the league has thrown more than 35 touchdowns without an interception. Sports stat fact number 16. Did you know Patrick Mahomes is 12-0 on the road against AFC West opponents to start his career, by far the longest streak in NFL history since 1950? Sports stat fact number 17. Did you know the Colts haven't beaten the Jaguars as the road team since 2014, making them 0-6 in Jacksonville and 0-1 in London? Sports stat fact number 18. Did you know the Las Vegas Raiders have won 6 games this season on the final play of the game, most since the merger in 1970? Sports stat fact number 19. Did you know Stetson Bennett is the first former walk-on to beat a Nick Saban coach team as the starting quarterback since Michigan's Brian Griese in 1997? Sports stat fact number 20. Did you know in the 7 all-time meetings between the Vikings and Ravens, the 3 times the Vikings have won, they've reached the NFC Championship game? The 4 times the Ravens have won, the Vikings have fired their head coach? Sports stat fact number 21. Did you know Joel Embiid has scored exactly 31 points in every game he's played in 2022? Sports stat fact number 22. Did you know Tom Brady has 34 career playoff wins and only 4 NFL franchises have more playoff wins all time? Sports stat fact number 23. Did you know the Cincinnati Bengals just won their first playoff game in 31 seasons, snapping the longest active drought in the NFL? Sports stat fact number 24. Did you know the Cowboys have failed to reach the conference championship game in 11 straight playoff appearances? That's the longest streak in the NFL since the merger in 1970. And in 7 of those 11 appearances, they've been one and done. Sports stat fact number 25. Did you know Matt Stafford has the most career wins and most career touchdown passes of any quarterback without a playoff victory? And a loss tonight would tie him all time for most playoff appearances without a victory? Sports stat fact number 26. Did you know since joining the Rams in Week 10, Odell Beckham Jr. has had 6 touchdown receptions, including his first career playoff touchdown, whereas all Browns receivers only had 7 touchdowns this season? Sports stat fact number 27. Did you know Kirk Cousins has the longest active streak of consecutive games with a touchdown pass at 30? No other quarterback in the league has a streak longer than 22. Sports stat fact number 28. Did you know the Green Bay Packers are the first team since 1940 to go 3 consecutive seasons with 13 or less turnovers? Sports stat fact number 29. Did you know this is the 5th all-time meeting between the Bills and the Chiefs in the postseason? The previous 4 winners have all gone on to lose in the Super Bowl? Sports stat fact number 30. Did you know Steph Curry just made his first career buzzer beater and his 8th career game-winning shot since joining the NBA? Sports stat fact number 31. Did you know Jimmy Garoppolo has started 3 playoff games where he hasn't scored a single touchdown? He's 3-0 in those games. Sports stat fact number 32. Did you know this weekend was the first time in NFL history 4 playoff games ended with the game-winning score on the final play of the game? Sports stat fact number 33. Did you know David Ortiz is one of 4 players to hit 500 career home runs and win 3 World Series championships? The other 3 are fellow Hall of Famers Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, and Mickey Mantle. He's also one of only 3 players to hit multiple walk-off home runs in the postseason. Sports stat fact number 34. Did you know over his last 4 games, Joel Embiid has scored 170 points in 128 minutes? Only Wilt Chamberlain has a higher points per minute average over any 4-game stretch in NBA history. Sports stat fact number 35. Did you know in his 18 seasons in the NFL, Ben Roethlisberger never played on a losing team? Sports stat fact number 36. Did you know Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have both made at least 5 threes in the same game 36 times? That's 16 more than the next closest pairing in NBA history. Sports stat fact number 37. Did you know Cooper Kupp is the first receiver in NFL history to go over 2,000 yards receiving in a single season, including the postseason? That breaks the record held by Larry Fitzgerald at 1,977 yards. Sports stat fact number 38. Did you know Matt Stafford had lost 26 straight games when trailing by 10 plus points in the 4th quarter? Sean McVay was also 0-14 as head coach when trailing by 10 plus points in the 4th quarter. They overcame a 10-point deficit in the 4th quarter to win the NFC Championship game. Sports stat fact number 39. Did you know Joe Namath and Joe Montana are the only 2 starting quarterbacks to win a national championship and a Super Bowl? Joe Burrow looks to become the 3rd. Sports stat fact number 40. Did you know in seasons in which he was the starting quarterback, Tom Brady had a 50% chance of playing in the Super Bowl? And since he entered the league in 2000, he had a higher percentage chance of reaching the Super Bowl than 9 franchises had a winning percentage? Sports stat fact number 41. Did you know LeBron James, Joel Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo all have 25 plus points in 17 consecutive games? This is the first time in NBA history there have been 3 active streaks of 25 plus points in 17 consecutive games. Sports stat fact number 42. Did you know since Ben Roethlisberger retired, Derek Carr is now the longest tenured quarterback in the AFC with his current team? Sports stat fact number 43. Did you know over the last 11 seasons, the Jaguars have lost 130 games? That ties the most losses over any 11-season stretch in NFL history. Sports stat fact number 44. Did you know Evan McPherson has had 3 games of 4+ field goals made this postseason? That ties Adam Vinatieri for most in an entire postseason career. Sports stat fact number 45. Did you know Luka Doncic has 45 career triple-doubles? That's the most in NBA history before the age of 23. Sports stat fact number 46. Did you know LaMelo Ball will be the 4th youngest player in NBA history to appear in an All-Star game? And the youngest since LeBron James in 2005? Sports stat fact number 47. Did you know Max Scherzer has the most strikeouts in Major League Baseball since 2002? His first season pitching in the major leagues wasn't until 2008. Sports stat fact number 48. Did you know the Bengals and Rams combined winning percentage of .647 is the lowest between any 2 teams facing off in the Super Bowl ever? Sports stat fact number 49. Did you know Marvin Jones Jr. has never fumbled in his NFL career? He has an NFL record 496 receptions without a fumble. Sports stat fact number 50. Did you know Aaron Rodgers is the oldest player in NFL history to win back-to-back MVPs? Barry Bonds is the only person older to win back-to-back MVPs in any sport. Like and subscribe for more daily videos.